Hello everyone, hope this finds you well. This message is mainly dedicated to our Gen Zs, the strong pillars of our nation, the strength of our nation, and I really appreciate that. I am an experienced investor, but not a financial advisor. In my late 40s, and I have noticed a very big, silly financial mistakes that our Gen Zs are making nowadays. Let me call it silly, but not foolish, and I'm not happy with that. But I would like to help. I created this video for you, Gen Zers, to open up your financial eyes and inform you how you are being controlled by banks and these big financial institutions like Safaricom. You have to try to stop before it's too late, before regret once you reach your 50s. I am in my late 40s, and I am not that confident in public, speaking in front of a camera. But I wrote this speech, and with the help of this new technology, which seems like magic to me, I managed to clone a voice for me. So take in the message, not the voice. Take it in with a lot of seriousness. Currently in our country, Kenya, and also evident in other countries, loans are easily being sold everywhere. Loans are nowadays easily accessible and available at any place, anywhere, at any time. It has become a very successful business, but not for people like you, but only for the rich. Safaricom alone has accumulated more than 1.2 trillion this year on loan interest alone. Not billions, trillions. Underline that word, trillions. And most of the money comes from the Gen Zs, and yet we hear you complaining here and there that you are surviving. Life is hard, yet you are the one putting yourself into the trap. The debt trap, self-suicide. But I'm here to help you, Gen Zs. So stick around and I will show you how to escape these traps with 15 powerful and basic personal finance skills that you must have before you leave your college or university. But here's the cold, hard truth about finance and to those who want to achieve financial success. Financial freedom isn't a destination you arrive at. It's a habit you build while you're still struggling. Most of you are graduating into a world that wants you broke. The banks want you in debt, the shops want you spending, and social media wants you looking rich while your bank account is screaming for help. Today I'm breaking down the 15 personal finance skills that will literally save your life from these debt traps. If you master these now, while you're still an undergraduate or a fresh grad, you won't just survive, you'll dominate. Let's look at them. 1. Avoid debt. Like the plague, let's start with the heavy hitter. Avoid debts. Most of you watching this already have a student loan hanging over your head like a dark cloud. That's a necessary evil for your education, but why on earth would you go and take another loan? I see students taking soft loans from apps to buy a new phone or to fund a weekend out. You are literally enslaving your future self for a temporary dopamine hit. Why take a loan to buy what is essentially another bigger loan? When you buy a laptop on credit or a high-end gadget you can't afford, you aren't just paying for the item. You're paying the bank for the privilege of being broke longer. Debt is a trap designed to keep people working in jobs they hate to pay for things they don't need. Break the cycle before it starts. I saw a university student take a loan of 9,000 shillings. Using the 9,000 Kenyan shillings, he deposited 4,500 shillings to buy a Makopa phone worth 6,000 shillings in cash, but decided to pay in installments, which will add up to more than 30,000 Kenyan shillings. Is that not being crazy? Taking a loan to buy another loan. My dear Gen Zs, you have to stop this madness. 2. Set your daily spending limit. You need to have a burn rate. This is the maximum amount of money you are allowed to spend between sunrise and sunset. If your limit is 200 shillings and you spend it all by noon on a fancy lunch, guess what? You're eating air for dinner. Setting a daily limit prevents the bleeding of small amounts. It's not the big purchases that ruin us. It's the constant 80 here, 20 there. When you have a hard cap, you become a master of your own impulses. You start asking, do I really need this coffee? Or will it blow my limit for the day? 3. Apply the power of bulk buying. Stop buying one roll of tissue at a time. Stop buying single sachets of detergent. When you buy in small quantities, you are paying a poverty tax. Companies charge a premium for convenience and small packaging. Buy your house needs in bulk. Go to the wholesale shops. Buy that 5-kilo bag of rice, the large cooking oil, and the big pack of toiletries. It feels like a lot of money up front, but the cost per unit drops significantly. This one habit alone can save you thousands over a semester. Plus, it keeps you out of the shops, which reduces the chance of you buying things you don't need. 4. Kill the impulse of buying. We live in an era of one-click spending. If you see something you want and your first instinct is to reach for your wallet, stop. The rule is simple. If your pocket can't afford it twice, you can't afford it once. And even then, wait 48 hours. If you still want it 2 days later and it fits your budget, then maybe, buy it. Most impulse buys are emotional, not logical. Don't let a 3-second urge ruin your 30-day budget. 5. Create a monthly master budget. If you don't tell your money where to go, it will simply disappear. You'll look at your balance at the end of the month and wonder where it went. You need a budget. Write down your fixed costs, rent, electricity, water, and internet. Then your variable costs, food, transport. Whatever is left is your play money and your savings. A budget isn't a cage, it's a roadmap. It gives you the freedom to spend on what matters because you've already covered what's necessary. 6. Save money. And put your savings in an interest-earning vehicle like MMFs with high liquidity. Everyone tells you to save, but nobody tells you where. Don't just leave your money sitting in your M-Pesa or a basic bank account. Why? Because it's too easy to spend when it's losing value to inflation every single day. You need an interest-earning vehicle with high liquidity. Look into money market funds, MMFs like ZD or other reputable funds. These accounts allow you to earn interest, often between 9% and 15% annually, while still allowing you to withdraw your money within 24 to 48 hours if an emergency hits. Your money should be working for you, even while you sleep. 7. Automate your savings and have a goal-set mindset, or you prepare to fail. If you wait until the end of the month to save whatever is left, you will save zero. There is never anything left. You must automate your savings. Set up a standing order or a recurring deposit the moment your monthly money or your government loan hits your account. And have a goal. Are you saving for a laptop, a business startup, an emergency fund? If you don't have a clear saving goal, you lack direction. And let's be blunt, if you can't discipline yourself to save now, your financial life is definitely going to fail. Harsh? Yes. True? Absolutely. 8. Audit your social circle. This is a tough one. You need to stop going out with people who pressure you to spend just to fit in. If your friends are always suggesting expensive dinners, high-end clubs, or trips you can't afford, and they make you feel small for saying no, they aren't your friends. They are financial liabilities. Surround yourself with people who talk about investments, side hustles, and growth. If you are the smartest or the most frugal person in your circle, you need a new circle. 9. Stop the flashy delusion. Why are you buying a designer belt with your mom's pocket money? Why are you trying to upgrade your lifestyle to impress people who are just as broke as you are? The most dangerous thing you can do is try to look rich before you actually are rich. Most people living large on campus are one missed allowance away from total disaster. Don't compete with them. While they are buying labels to impress strangers, you should start investing to secure your future. Real wealth is silent. It's the brokenness that is loud. 10. Your daily expense tracker. You need to be hyper aware of your spending. I want you to start writing down every single cent you spend, whether it's a 20 shilling sweet or a 2,000 shilling shoe. When you see it written down, it becomes real. You'll realize that those little things are actually costing you a fortune. Use an app, a notebook, or a spreadsheet. Tracking is the first step toward control. You cannot manage what you do not measure. 11. Seek financial knowledge, mindset shift. Your education shouldn't end in the lecture hall. The school system is designed to produce employees, not wealthy individuals. You have to take it upon yourself to seek financial knowledge. Read books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, The Richest Man in Babylon, or The Psychology of Money. Watch financial YouTubers. Attend webinars. Develop a positive money mindset. Stop seeing money as something that just goes away and start seeing it as a tool for freedom. Your financial growth will never exceed your personal growth. 12. The miscellaneous emergency fund. Bad things happen. Your phone screen cracks, you get a sudden invite to a networking event, or you get sick. If you don't have an emergency fund, these small disasters become financial catastrophes that force you into debt. Always keep a miscellaneous fund in your MMF account. This isn't for fun, it's for the unexpected. Knowing you have that cushion allows you to move through life with less stress and more confidence. 13. The hustle culture. University is the best time to start a business. Why? Because your overhead is low and your customer base, your fellow students, is right there. Look for a side hustle. Can you wash cars? Can you do graphic design? Can you sell thrift clothes? Can you craft handmade items and sell? Join a business club or a student investment group. Even if the business fails, the lessons you learn about sales, marketing, and cash flow are worth more than any degree. Don't just be a consumer on campus, be a provider. 14, master free entertainment. You don't need to spend money to have a good time. Some of the best memories you'll make in university involve hiking, game nights in the hostel, free campus concerts, or just walking and talking with friends. Learn to enjoy free or low-cost entertainment. If your only way to have fun involves an entry fee and overpriced drinks, your imagination is as broke as your bank account. Save the big spending for when you've actually earned the surplus. 15, the ultimate asset, time and compound interest. Finally, you must invest your time. Time is the only asset you have that you can never get back. In the world of finance, time is the multiplier. If you start investing just 1,000 shillings every month into a high-interest MMF or an index fund right now, compound interest will do the heavy lifting. By the time you are in your 30s or 40s, that small consistent habit of investing from the university level can grow into 500,000 shillings by the time you finish university, and even more than 10 million when you reach the age of 35 with just a small automated investment of 1,000 shillings per month. That's the formula for compound interest. You don't need to understand the math perfectly to understand the result. Small amounts plus long time plus massive wealth. Invest in funds that earn more than basic inflation. Be patient. Be consistent. Look, I know this sounds like a lot. I know it's tempting to just live for today, but the today version of you is going to become the tomorrow version of you very soon. Do you want that person to be stressed, in debt, and struggling in the future? Or do you want them to be somebody free? The choice is yours. Start with one of these skills today. Just one, then add another next week. If you would like me to create a monthly budget template or a side hustle checklist, specifically for students to help you get started on point number 5, let me know in the comments. If you are a Gen Z student and, a friend of yours who's struggling with debt, please forward this video to him or her. Help me save our Gen Z, and if you found this message helpful to you, subscribe and ring the bell after subscribing to notify me that it has helped you. Your subscription helps. YouTube, recognize this video and send this video to more people. Help me save our Generation Z from debt trap. This is the modern form of enslavement. No whips or handcuffs, nor the white man. It's just paper money that the rich use to manipulate poor people. And most Gen Z are trapped. Thanks for watching.